Welcome to our video on managing contract opportunity notices on SAM.gov. We will review how federal users with the roles of contracting officer and contracting specialist can publish, edit, deactivate, and delete opportunity notices. There are 3 roles with different permissions in the Federal Contract Opportunities domain. A contracting specialist can archive published notices, edit and create draft notices, schedule reports, and view interested vendors. A contracting officer can do the same things as a contracting specialist and can also manage all notices, including deleting, editing, and publishing. And they can approve or reject pending vendor requests for control documents. Finally, an administrator can do all of those things, plus assign and remove administrator, contracting officer, and contracting specialist roles for other users in their agency. And they can view users without a role in their agency. Let's walk through the Contract Opportunities dashboard and create a draft notice. First, sign in. Once you are in your workspace, find the Contract Opportunities widget and select its title. Here you will see a dashboard of contract opportunities available in SAM.gov. The opportunities you see will depend on the department, sub-tier, or office for which you have your contract opportunities role. For example, if you have a role for the Federal Acquisition Service in GSA, you will only see those opportunities posted by that sub-tier. You will see filters on the left side of the screen that you can use to narrow the list by opportunity type, date, or by federal organization. To add an opportunity, click the blue button near the top of the page labeled Add Contract Opportunity. You can also start creating an opportunity directly from your workspace by selecting the button Create Opportunity on the Opportunities widget. Enter the required information, starting with the type of notice. You can link a new notice to an existing notice. Linking notices can help connect information from an existing notice with the newly entered data. For example, posting an award notice linked to a solicitation notice. Give the notice a title, and make sure that your title is descriptive and free of typos to help vendors find it. Enter a notice ID and select the relevant office. Notices must be at the office level for all types except for special notices. Select Next to continue. In the General Information section, select the due date and the criteria for when your opportunity will become inactive and then archived. Then choose whether an initiative applies to your notice. Next, you can choose to enable an Interested Vendors List or IVL. Please note that the ability to enable the IVL settings is based on your role permissions. If you need to change the IVL settings but you cannot, then you need to reach out to your agency administrator to request the appropriate permissions. Select Next to continue to the Classifications section. This section allows you to assign a set-aside status, PSC and NAICS codes, and place a performance information. The ability to select set-aside status is available for all opportunity types except intent to bundle and justification. For those types of notices, you will not be able to select a set-aside status. Select Next once you have entered all the information. The description section provides a field for you to state the supplies or services sought. This helps the vendor decide whether or not to bid. Once you are finished with the description, select Next. In the next section, you can attach relevant files and links. Select Browse to upload files from your computer to attach to your description. You can also drag and drop relevant files. You can edit the file name here by selecting the icon next to it, and you can remove the attachment by selecting the X in the Actions column. You have the option to restrict access to controlled, unclassified information by using the toggle switch in the Access column in the Attachment Upload area. When the access control is activated, Contract Opportunities users will need to sign in to their SAM.gov account and request access in order to view the attachment. Remember, you should never post classified information in SAM.gov. Beneath the attachments, you can add any links that are relevant to your notice. Select the blue Add Link button to add a URL and display text. Once all information is entered, select Next. The final step is to enter all the relevant contact information into the provided fields. Please note that the point of contact data will be publicly available once published. Once you're finished, select Done. Now you can review the information you entered as well as see how it will appear to users. You can select Edit to change any information that you've entered. If you have the contracting officer role, you can select Publish to make the notice public. Your opportunity is now public and accessible within the Contract Opportunities space. If you need to edit a contract opportunity, begin by logging in to SAM.gov and navigating to your workspace. Once in your workspace, select the title of the Contract Opportunities widget. If you need to change the solicitation type, you will need to create a new opportunity instead, like we just showed, and then link the new notice to the current notice. Users who are following the current notice will be notified of the update. Filter to find the contract opportunity you need to edit, and click the blue title at the top of the entry. Once you select the opportunity you wish to edit, find and select the Edit button near the top of the page. If you receive a pop-up window saying Edit Notice, it means that a draft of this notice already exists. Simply select OK. Please note that there are no expiration dates for drafts, so once a draft is created, it will be available until it's published or manually deleted by someone who has the correct permissions. Work through the sections one by one and ensure the information you want to edit has been changed. If an error occurs, look at the error banner at the top of the screen or the section on the left side of the screen that has an exclamation point rather than a green check mark. Once you have corrected any errors, your notice will be ready to publish. If you have a contracting officer role and you need to delete a notice, you can begin by logging into SAM.gov and navigating to your workspace. Once in your workspace, find and select the Contract Opportunities widget. Filter to find the contract opportunity you want to delete or deactivate, and click the blue title at the top of the entry. The ability to delete draft or publish notices is permission dependent. If you find this option is locked, then please reach out to your administrator using the user directory to request the required permissions. Once within the Contract Opportunities page, locate the Actions menu. Select Inactive to make the opportunity inactive. Once you have done this, it will no longer be publicly accessible. All that will remain is an archived version of the notice which is visible to others with a Contract Opportunities role in your department subtier, or office. If you need to repost a notice, you can choose to activate the opportunity, which will create a draft notice that can then be published. To delete an opportunity, select Delete from the Actions menu. A deleted notice cannot be retrieved, so only delete a notice if you are certain that you will not need to reactivate it. Thank you for watching this video on managing contract opportunities.